What is going on, everybody? You already know who the fuck it is. It is your boy, the unedited Andy, one take Drake, Sleepy goddamn Riri. Yes, sir. Yes, guys, gals, and non-binary pals. We are back in the motherfucking building. I know y'all miss you for a little bit. I know YouTube been a little dry. I know the YouTube been a little quiet. I'm sorry. Here's what happened if you don't know, if you're not up to date in the loops. We did a little subathon over on my Twitch at twitch.tv/SleepyRiri. If you are wondering why things have been dead quiet over here, we have been covering all the Pokemon Scarlet and Violet news. As y'all know, the only thing I love more than Splatoon is Pokemon. So I was doing that for the last 8 days, resting. Honestly, life got a little bit, you know, rocky. But we won't talk about that. We won't talk about that now. If y'all saw the last Splatoon video on my channel, you would know that Splatoon Season 1 or Season 2, whatever you want to call it, this season's called Chill Out. It comes out tomorrow on December 1st. We already did a trailer and an analysis video, so we already saw what's coming, what's going to be there. But today we're going to take a little bit more of an in-depth look. We're not going to look at every single thing. There are plenty of resources on Twitter, which I'll show those people out. I will give you guys that information. But we're going to try and look at all of the patch notes that are finally released. These patch notes, by the way, as you're seeing this video, are already in the game. Some of the bigger changes or like weapon changes or meta changes are already patched in. If you're looking for the actual Chill Out update with the new weapons, new catalog, new gear, new everything, that comes out tomorrow on the 1st. So today we're going to take a deep dive into some of the more meta-related things, some of the more ballistics-related things, and see exactly what you can expect for change from the new season. I won't cover the new maps. We've already covered new maps in the last video. If I could sprinkle a little fancy edit in here, I would. That's in my last video. Check it out. We've already covered some of the new gear. There's more in-depth looks at the gear, but respectfully, I don't want to go into gear right now, so I won't. But yeah, today the plan is to go over the majority of big happenings, big events, tell you that Chill Out is coming tomorrow, December 1st, go over the patch notes, and basically just give an insight as to exactly what's really changed in the core values of Splatoon. The patch notes I'll be live reacting to because I haven't seen them at all. I have no idea what these patch notes will contain. So, I mean, let's get into it, bro. Let's get into it. Let's see what we got. All right, so this patch actually released on the 29th. So yesterday, the game was patched up for exactly what we're trying to do here. However, again, all the new content does not come out till tomorrow, till Thursday. Let's go through these. Honestly, I probably won't take time to look at a lot of these, but we'll go forward. All right, let's see what we got. Catalog changes, obviously, new catalog with gear, splash tags, decorations, blah, blah. 50 new items added to store product lineups. I don't know what that means. I'm not sure if that's just for Hotlantis, if that's just for Harmony, or if that's for every store altogether. There was 50 new items added in total. That doesn't mean there's a lot of new items, but I'll take it. I won't say no. I'll take anything new. 2 new battle stages in Brine Springs and Flounder Heights. Brine Springs is interesting. I'm not sure if it'll be an uber cool competitive map, but it'll be a map nonetheless. Flounder Heights, we know, has been changed to be pretty much perfection, so I'm really excited to play some tower control on that, maybe some Rainmaker on that, and y'all know I love me some Splat Zones, so regardless, I'm trying to see these damn stages. I think these stages are already here. It looks like these stages are actually coming today, so it looks like I'm wrong. Reading the patch notes, it looks like I'm immediately incorrect. On November 30th, at 4 p.m. PST, so 6 p.m. my time, the season will actually be dropped. Nintendo advertised this as December 1st, but I guess because days reset at 4 p.m. PST in Splatoon time, I guess they're considering 4 p.m. PST on November 30th to be December 1st. So it looks like the update will be out probably a little after this video is going to be out. So we're going to see all the new gear, all the new weapons as soon as today, which is really exciting. New Salmon Run stage in Marinas Bay. I don't know much about the new Salmon Run stage. I have not covered that very extensively. I'm sure I'll be able to see exactly what they're talking about later. New 3 main weapon types, which is going to be really interesting. I'm not sure what they mean. I know the Snipe Rider is going to be one of them, the pencil gun, but I'm not sure about the other ones. I guess technically the Wide Roller is one as well. And a third one, which is respectfully probably escaping me. Who knows? Someone will yell at me in the comments. Quite frankly, please do if I'm forgetting. 10 new sets of... Oh, yeah, the 10 new weapons are coming back. 13 new table turf cards. I want to play more table turf. I honestly haven't. Now, let us get into the funny nitty-gritty. Let's see what we got. Tri-Stringer is the first weapon that got changes. The size of terrain area inked by falling spray has been increased. Great. Very cool. So Tri-Stringer got funny buff. Number of spray droplets generated when firing a distantly aimed shot has been increased. Tri-Stringer is not meta. It's not very often used. I think it's a very niche weapon. Or I think that they're for Charger or Eliter players that have looked into honing a different craft. And I definitely believe in the right hands, a Tri-Stringer can be the most annoying thing on God's green earth. But 9 times out of 10, you're probably not seeing it in your S+ lobbies, in your X-ranked lobbies. But if you do, that person's probably spent a lot of time on the weapon and they're there to annoy you. So, as a person who already found Tri-Stringer annoying, they're going to be even more annoying. But who knows, maybe that means that they'll take the place of Squiffers or take the place of any Charger that isn't an E-Leader. I'm not sure. Is this change enough? We'll have to see. There's a video I wanted to watch at the end of this that shows you all the changes directly, so I guess we'll see how things go. Now, next. The SPLATOON wiper got a big change, and I have a video for that later on to show you guys. The width of the ink launched by horizontal slashes have been increased by 27%. So that means, in my opinion, you are painting now with wiper. Wiper already felt pretty smooth, but I think it needed a slight performance update, and now it's definitely getting one. Really excited about that. Size of the terrain area inked by falling spray has been increased, and it is easier to connect ink and... Really? Interesting. Now, I don't think SPLATOON wiper needs stamp, but it was already pretty okay. I really do think SPLATOON mains are going to be feasting now, and I'm honestly super excited for it. Here's some changes to sub-weapons. The angle shooter has an initial velocity change of about 20%, and flight range has been extended. Also, apparently, in the video I want to show you guys later, the angle shooter now paints your feet, which apparently it didn't before? Why it didn't, fucking beyond me, but I'm glad it does now. Zipcaster has been changed. Ink consumption when using a main weapon while the Zipcaster's active has been decreased to about 67% of the previous, which is very good. I think Zipcaster is good. I think it's really fun. I think it should be even more useful. Buff it again. I think that a lot of times even the most skilled Zipcaster players don't really get to be uber impactful no matter how good the weapon is, no matter how good they are. Don't get me wrong, they can definitely make a splash, no pun intended, but it could be better. I want Zipcaster to be more influential. Do I want it to be meta-defining? No, but a little bit more grease on that fire, and I think Zipcaster is perfect. Now, ink fac is a big change. It looks like with these coming changes, they're looking to make a change to 2 big things, and you'll see it when I show it. They're looking to get rid of big bubbler meta, and they're looking to get rid of really, honestly, anything that's very, very defensive as well, and InkVat's going to do that. So you'll see exactly what I'm talking about here. The damage of the return shot from InkVat now does 220 instead of 120. That is huge. There are some InkVat kits I like running, specifically the 92 gal, and I think even though Sprinkler, in my opinion, is a dog shit sub, it definitely makes it even more worth it to run an already pretty good support weapon. 96 is a 2-tap, kills you in 2 splats, really. And the InkVac being even better, causing even more damage to Big Bubbler, is great. I don't know why Big Bubbler didn't take damage to Object Shredder anyway, so I'm a little lost as to why that was the case, but whatever, it's clear they are fixing an already broken and not really annoying meta, but I understand where they're coming from. Reef Slider, damage from the rush attack from being caught up in the explosion at short range has been increased from 180 to 220. This change is intended to increase the damage done to Big Bubbler and Rainmaker shields and allow players to defeat opponents' armor due to Squid Roll or Squid Surge. Now, Reef Slider, in my opinion, could have been a good special. Y'all know I was a day 1 Aerospray player. Obviously, I've changed that up now. I play Splash and Hero Shot, but I still do dabble in some Aerospray. I still do dabble in some Dark Tetra Dualies. Y'all know I fucks with some Reef Slider. I love this special to death. I think it deserves more, and I wish it was more powerful. This is going to be good. I'm really excited. Honestly, between Fizzy Bomb and better Reef Slider, it makes me want to consider pulling out the Arrow Spray in those one-off Rainmaker matches, because now Reef Slider will insta-pop the Rainmaker, which to me, in Rainmaker specifically, is huge. Do I think people will be using Reef Slider to pop a big bubbler? Probably not. Not at all. But I think it goes from being, why are you using this, to, okay, at least if he builds special before bomb pops, he can pop the Rainmaker, which to me is huge. Also, if you haven't noticed, if you haven't tried it, in the old patch before this patch, you could Squid Roll or Squid Surge and use an armor frame to protect yourself from dying to Reef Slider. Embarrassing. One of the only fucking specials you could Squid Roll or Squid Surge out of. Goofy as hell. Now you will not live that. And that makes me happy. Good. Like I said, Reef Slider deserves more. I wish Reef Slider were on more kits. I prefer it to not only be on the kits it is on now, but who knows, at some point, some more weapons will get Reef Slider, and I'm very excited for that. Reef Slider deserves more, but for now, Aerospray players, I think you're kind of winning. Fizzy Bomb, buff, Reef Slider. Your gun is still kind of schmick, but you have this. That's going for you. Now, let's get into the big one, Tenta Missiles. After launch is confirmed, the special gauge will now slowly decrease, and the special gauge will not be able to begin charging again until the gauge has been completely drained from the previous use. This is huge. A lot of the issue with Tentas were people with refluxes and with flingses spamming, or flingses being able to go right back to, well, flinging ink directly after the missiles left their backpack. Now you can't. Now you have to watch the special meter go all the way down, and then you can build it again, which means that between that and the amount of point score or paint score you need to get the missiles, it's going to take a lot longer than you would think to get those missiles up. Trust me, you will see a difference in the game. Do I think Tenta missiles are dead? No. I think that maybe in comp, I don't know that much changes. Who knows? We'll see. But for right now, I don't know that much changes. I think that you probably still have a Flingza player and 2 Splash, because they didn't nerf Crab, they didn't buff Crab, they didn't nerf Splash, nothing changed with Splash. So by default, Splash is still the best rifle in the game, but we'll see. That means we're still seeing 2 Crab, and probably, even if you get Tentas as fast as you can, they're still worth it. I don't think they're going to be meta-defining. I don't think you're going to see full teams of Tentas anymore. I think all the Tenta bullshit you have to deal with seeing people just playing Reflux or playing Flingza just for funny missiles and not because they actually like the weapon, that stuff will probably die. I think that now you'll see it only in competitive series, and if you need 1 set of missiles per engagement, per team. So, Tenta's not dead. I think Tentas are finally in range. Who knows? Now, interesting, I didn't know this. This I didn't see. The points required for some weapon specials have been changed. Your Arrow Spray, your Reef Slider now costs you 10 less. End Zap costs you 10 less. Splat Shot Pro for Crab, 10 less. Ink Fac, 10 less. Nozzle Nose, respectfully, I don't play 1 flake of Nozzle Nose, so I don't give a fuck. But 10 less, whatever that special is. And E-Leader now takes 10 more to get Wave Breaker, which, in my onion, good. E-Leader is not like running the meta, but it sometimes feels, even in my S+ lobbies, oppressive, and I guess maybe getting a slower special helps with it not being that way. Who knows? I don't know. I feel pretty indifferent. I don't think E-Leader is meta-defining, or I don't think it's bad. I think it's pretty fucking good, but I wouldn't say it's ruining the meta. Now, terrain's been changed, Undertow's been changed slightly. Very cool. I don't really care about that. I care, but to me, this is not Omega super massive news. Basically, just quality of life changes, making things easier. Basically, makes the game more playable, pretty much. The sound effect when wielding Trizuka is now harder for allies to hear and easier for opponents to hear. Interesting. The sound effect when charging a Booyah Bomb is now easier to hear. Okay, cool. Little quality of life sound stuff. I didn't really have an issue with sound, in my opinion. I never felt like anything was super overwhelming. Maybe Killer Whale a little, and even that's me trying to stretch and reach. But nah, sound was never a problem. Little sound effects and little things changing are fine by me. They were never overwhelmingly oppressive, in my onion. Changes to X Battle. Let's see. X Battle is a battle mode where players of ranks S+ and up can compete for battles in X Power. Now, I was told, and I'm pretty sure this is correct, previously you needed to be an S plus 10. Now you don't. Now you just need to be an S+, which is, I mean, not that I want to be catered to, but it's nice for me as someone who is currently S+1, S+2. So I'm excited for these. These will be cool. Not a whole lot has changed with X battles. Here's your explanation right here. They're divided into divisions based on where you live, based on Takaraka division and Tentatek division. I can never say Tentatek properly. Holy shit. But regardless, y'all know X battles. You love X battles. I'm really excited. Apparently they're available to play as soon as today at 6 p.m. CST for me and 4 p.m. PST for you guys, which is very exciting. There's some changes to rank here that I'll look at. Let me see. Oh, added a feature allowing players to purposely reset their rank. This feature can only be used once per season on players of B rank or higher. What rank a player is reset to is determined automatically by their estimated ability based on their battles at that point. Players can use this feature by opening the live menu. Wait, so can you reset your rank higher or lower, or will it always be lower? Interesting. Interesting. Okay, also looks like Anarchy Series has been changed. It now costs you even more at every rank to enter, which is good because people above A- and complain. Respectfully, here's how I see it. If you're A and above, you're probably in the higher percentage of quote-unquote better Splatoon players, especially if you're in the S+ and above area, right? Now, people were complaining that it was just way too easy to rank up. You could lose and still rank up, and I think that Splatoon addressed that and tried to make some changes. Do I think this is enough? Not really. I think you'd have to adjust the amount of points you get from being positive or winning in a series battle, but a step in the right direction. I think that maybe we deserve to be punished a little bit harder. We'll have to work a little bit harder to get into S+, but overall, I think this is fine. I like this step in the right direction. Big Run is finally here. Looks like Big Run will finally be here on the 11th of December. I won't get into Big Run because A, I want to experience it first. B, I'll make a separate Big Run video. But basically, long story short, this is the Unga Bunga explanation I can give you is this is where the salmonids swim upstream during a very rare event and they invade Splatsville. Different maps, different areas, and you're basically playing Salmon Run in actual maps. And I think the first Big Run is on Wahoo World, funny enough. But again, I'll make my own separate video for Salmon Run and for Big Run when we get there. But what we do know is that for sure, the first Big Run is happening on December 11th. Get your funny buckets and your funny egg baskets ready. Big Shot's been nerfed? Big Shot now moves slower than before. Interesting. Why? I guess Big Shot when it's in large waves could be really, really annoying. When you're about professional and above and you leave the big shots on the beach, they are probably exhausting to deal with. Seeing wave breaker line and you literally cannot jump could be a little oppressive. So I see it. I wonder if this will make them too easy, but I think this is a good change if you're over a certain level. Performance of some special weapons are changed. Performance, really? Oh, so this is performance regarding Salmon Run. Interesting. Player will no longer be a target for most salmonid attacks when charging a Booyah Bomb. Very good. I like this. It was really annoying to be eaten or be attacked by anything while you were Booyah Bombing, because if you get eaten by a Moz, you'd just lose your entire Booyah. Evidence, the guide devices will now trigger when touched by a salmon. Oh. Damage buff to triple Ink Strike and Funny Killer Whale? Inkjet players no longer targeted when returning? Okay. Interesting, good changes for Salmon Run. Splatfest has changed. Long story short, the best way I can explain this is tricolor battles have been modified so that all players can play on attacking or defending team regardless of halftime results. I think this will be good. I won't go into super depth about this. I plan on making a Splatfest video during the next Splatfest. But yeah, this is a good change. I think that Splatfest is a really fun thing that needed some help because everyone plays Splatfest, right? Whether you barely play the game, whether you play all the time, whether you're a casual, whether you're a fucking sweat, everyone people arrives and logs on for Splatfest. So that's where you have to please the majority of your fan base, right? So I get it. I think this was necessary. It is what it is. Check that box. Good change. I love this. Good shit. Very proud. Locker changes are cool. T-shirt items can now be folded. That's very neat. Other changes. Photo and recon mode has seen huge updates. I will not go over that, but I've already been seeing Splatoon content creators showing off their fire picks in recon mode and using their emotes and everything else. Here's some quality of life stuff. Again, I won't go through. If you want to see the actual patch notes yourself, the full patch notes, if you want to read everything I didn't go through, that I was either too fucking lazy to read or too dumb to read, you can do that. Here are all your slight fixes. I will keep scrolling through them, but I think it's time. I think I want to get to the meat and potatoes. Let's scroll through some of the real heat. Now, as the song changes, we have a Ballistics Report on the Splatter Shot Nova. This is going to be an interesting weapon. It looks like it's going to be a very steady aiming, very fast firing, 4-tap splatter shot. Yes, it looks like it's going to be a 4-tap splatter shot, which is weird considering what we are used to from the splatter shots. I know the junior 4 taps, sure, but I don't know how I feel about this. I think that this weapon looks gorgeous. This weapon looks gorgeous. I don't know how I feel about this weapon being confirmed to receive point sensor and killer whale. Killer whale is going to be nice for tracking and hunting people down with an already really good rate of fire and okay damage. Point sensor, in my opinion, why? I guess if you gave it a bomb, it'd be too powerful, and sprinkler would be uber useless, but Jesus Christ. Also, forgive me, I think I'm sick, dude. If I drink a bottle of water in between takes, then let me know. Let me know if that bothers you. And really, if it does, well then, I mean, it's my video, so okay. Anyway, yeah, Splatter Shot Nova seems pretty cool. I don't hate it. I want to see if it's any good. It definitely won't be meta defining. I mean, for God's sakes, they made literally 0 changes to Hero Shot and 0 changes to fucking Splash-O-Matic. So those are still the 2 best shooters in the game. I don't think that this weapon with fucking point sensor and killer whale will do anything to change it, but I think if you really love this weapon, I think you can make it work. I think you can finesse. Who knows? Kit's bad, weapon's good. We'll see how it goes from there. Obviously, we have seen looks at Brinewater Springs, very cool, won't go over that. Now, we have the big swig roller here. I'm not sure, I don't remember this special, but unfortunately, I've heard this roller gets splash wall. And it has the widest range of any roller. There's a pretty cool vertical flick, but other than that, it seems kinda mid. I guess if you want to cover a lot of paint and get nice 2 taps off, this roller could be it for you, Chief. But for me, I sleep. I don't remember what its special is. Someone in the comments can tell me. But for me, it's just okay. Just alright. We have Flounder Heights here. We've already covered this. Very excited. Now this, the new weapon of the day. We have the Sniper Rider 5H. This weapon looks crispy. It can hold 5 charges off of 1 pull, and it does some pretty solid damage. This, I believe, got Splash Wall Tacticooler. I'm not sure about Splash Wall. I know it got Tacticooler, and I'm really excited for this. This could definitely be the new support weapon. Depending on how this range goes, this could just see you removing Swiffers and Tri-Stringers almost entirely. I honestly, considering what it does, I wouldn't see myself using the other weapons. I'm excited to get out there today and see exactly who's using this, but it will definitely see use. Meta defining with Splash Wall Tacticooler, I don't know. Maybe. I think in the right hands, you go for this over a lot of mid to long range weapons, and I want to see where this goes. But this gun's damn cool. I like it a lot. X battles are here. Obviously, we've talked about this. Here are your Takaraka and Tentatech symbols for your X battles. This is based on your region, obviously directly from Splatoon North America. Here is Marinas Bay, which, oh, I forgot. How did I forget this fucking stage? I know this stage. We've been here before. I'm very excited to see what this looks like with all the new salmonids. This was definitely a really interesting map in the last game, and I did like it a lot. It was a little stressful, but I had a good time playing this map, and I really do want to see what things feel like on low tide here. I want to see what Kokozuna feels like on this map, but I feel dumb for forgetting fucking Marinas Bay. I feel dumb as hell. But this map, I'm excited for. I like this map. Big check mark for me. Funny Salmon Run. Gold arrow spray back. I love this weapon. I really do. And I want this weapon to be so much more. But it feels like at every turn they're just trying to make the arrow spray dog shit. Booyah Bomb is cool. I like Booyah Bomb. It's never going to be a bad special. But on an already annoyingly bad 5-shot to kill weapon with no sub, I guess you could just paint for Booyah Bomb. I guess you could just run lots of special up and paint for Booyah Bomb incessantly. But why would I do that on any competitive team when I have Sloshing Machine, which wasn't nerfed? And you can also get Booyah Bomb. I guess you could argue that maybe you get Booyah Bomb faster just pure painting with this thing, but Sloshing Machines are also good in a fight, which this thing is not. It really bothers me when I see a weapon and I have to just deem it as useless. And I'm sure someone will pick this up, and I'm sure someone will play it. Hell, I love arrow spray, so I might just try it for the funnies, but arrow spray has been bad for a long time, and it's getting real old. Excuse me. And it's just, I don't know, man. I'm as someone who genuinely thinks the arrow spray is a cool fucking weapon, I'm hurt. I'm hurt again. I'm tired of arrow spray being bad. Give it one good kit. Respectfully, it's a 5-shot to kill weapon. Giving it one good kit is gonna make it meta. It won't even make it good at all. But I guess it paints, and it's really cool in splat zones. I could definitely see this being your funny splat zones gun. If I had to say where it would work, obviously turf war potentially, and definitely funny splat zone gun with lots of painting power and Booyah Bomb to get your enemy the fuck off the square. But it damn sure won't kill him. That's for sure. Moving on, we have the new Slosher Deco, or Deco. This thing has angle shooter and zip caster. Again, the zip caster, I want to make fun of this kit, but it could be good. I think it could, in the right hands, it could be good. Again, meta defining, no, but I'm a firm believer you can play into X rank with any weapon. And this, I don't know, this is a weird kit. I don't want to speak much from experience because I don't have a lot of angle shooter, a lot of bucket, or a lot of zipcaster experience, but it's weird. Maybe it'll work, maybe it won't, who fucking knows. It doesn't look good to me though, off the hip. The weapon looks great, but loadout-wise, yuck. This brush got so disrespected, and I don't really care about brushes, because I don't play brush. But this is the biggest letdown of the patch, in my opinion. I think brush players are weeping. This got Ink Mine and Ultra Stamp, and I guess you could make it work. But this is just another kit that feels like it's just gonna go in the trash. I don't really see any high-ranked brush player playing this. Of course, y'all absolutely please prove me if I'm wrong. Tell me, shut up, Riri, you're being stupid. Whatever. I just don't see a brush player playing this, man. I don't know. I just really fucking don't at all. This is interesting. I don't think this is a great kit at all by any means, but as someone who really enjoys Dapples, really enjoys Torpedo, and really enjoys Reef Slider, are they meta? No, not at all by any means. But I think this is a really cool kit. I would love to learn this kit just on the side to be funny Dapple man. Dapples are really cool to me, and I think this kit looks fun. Will it be defining? Je ne sais. But I think it'll be fun. I would love to learn this as my backup kit. Reef Slider Torpedo is a very cool kit. This makes this very useful. Very offensive Dapples when combined. I think that this potentially combined with the support Dapples could make for some crazy comps. But who knows? Here is all your new drip, not all in one page, but it looks like we have some replica Jordan 5s. The Salmon Run boots from Salmon Run 2 are back. The Tony Kensa goggles. The football helmet is back. My old gills are back, and the cleats are back as well. Some real swaggy drip. There's plenty more in store between the actual stuff you can buy, the season catalog, and everything else. But this is drippy. Back to the weapons. We have Ballistics back at us again with the Forge Splatter Shot Pro. This weapon, I think that if you can build up a lot of main saver, you can make this weapon a monster. My biggest fear about this weapon is that you are going to be constantly running out of ink. This whole kit eats up ink. And Suction Bomb is really good. Booyah Bomb, very good. I am a huge fan of the Pro as a weapon in general. But this seems like it's just going to eat and eat and eat your ink. So, if you can build a set of gear that is really dependent on not eating your ink or lowering your overall ink consumption, I think this thing could fry. Dare I say it, and this may sound crazy, but I could see teams running 2 Splash, a Pro, and maybe an Eliter in the back for some higher ranked X-ranked comps for some actual competitive play. I could definitely see 2 Splash and this. And maybe even a Snipe Rider, if not an Eliter, maybe a Tri-Stringer, and I think this definitely makes for a very oppressive comp. Maybe even swapping out one of the splashes. I think this is going to be a good weapon. Like I said, I'm worried about ink consumption, but this will be a good weapon. I'm super excited for this. Welcome back, Forge. Good to see you, 07. Here are your locker changes. You can pretty much see what's going on there. New backpacks, lunch boxes, all sorts of drip. Love that for us. You can now fold your t-shirts. We already talked about that. Very cool. This is the Luna Blaster. I don't care about this thing. Again, another weapon. Hold on. Taking a drink of funny water. Another weapon that, I don't know. I wouldn't say it puts me to sleep, but what am I doing with this thing? I'm pretty sure this thing gets fizzy, and it gets ultra stamp, and I know that not every kid isn't gonna be like, oh, top of the ladder, X-ranked player, blah blah blah, and I know not everything is about playing well and having the best kit in Splatoon. Sometimes it's just about what kit is fun for you, and I totally understand that. And don't think just because when I analyze a weapon doesn't mean you can't have fun with it. I know I analyze these things for seeing what's going to be top of the meta, what the pros will use, what people in your X-rank battles will use. I know. But trust me, it's also about fun. If this is fun to you, if any of these weapons are fun to you, don't listen to a fucking word I say. Just go for it. Just go for it. But this to me, I don't know. Fizzy Bomb is cool and Stamp is cool. I would like to see how it's actually used in Turf Wars, in genuine play. But it doesn't feel like this kit chains together. It feels like a good kit chains itself together. Like, a real perfect kit has the special, the sub, and the main in harmony, which is exactly why the Splash is so goddamn good right now. Burst Bombs chained together with the actual weapon itself, turning a 4-shot kill into a 2 or a 3-shot kill. Crab Tank is a great way to be defensive or offensive or just hold the fucking point. Chef's kiss of a weapon. Now, the Zinc Mini Splatling is very interesting to me. I think that this could also see big presence in the meta. I don't know that it's perfection, but Toxic Mist, Big Bubbler with this thing on a tower control, I think this is heat, man. I think that this, does it override the Junior? I don't know. Probably not, because Junior bomb spam is so buff, but I could definitely see Splatly players wreaking havoc with fucking Toxic Mist and Big Bubbler. If you are a mini player, and I know a couple, I think this is huge for you, considering your previous only kit was what? Fucking Stamp? You got fucking Stamp Burst, which is okay, I guess, but goddamn. We have the Carbon Roller Deco, which gets Burst Bombs and a Trizuka, and okay, I guess. Trizuka is cool for long range, or if you really feel like you just can't hit anybody, but 9 times out of 10 with the Carbon Roller, you're already going to be in someone's face or very close up or looking to engage anyway. I don't know why this weapon needs Trizuka when you're going to have to probably back up to use this, to be honest. If you are playing with Carbon Roller and you are not just painting to farm your special, you are going to have to back up from your engagement or jump back to base to get a real clean use of Trizuka. Unless you're cleaning up some weird shit in the back line and your team's pushing forward, whatever. But these two don't mix. I guess it's cool. Thank you for funny long range addition to a short range kit. But Genji doesn't pull out a goddamn sniper rifle in his ult because he doesn't need to be long range. So this kit not bad. Burst Bomb very cool with Carbon, but Trizuka, maybe, who knows? Maybe the right player can put it together, but for me, this kit, this I'm excited about. This is the custom Junior. This gets Torpedo and Wave Breaker. I've noticed a lot of weapons are getting Torpedo, I guess because they want to make sure that everything has an even amount of weapons. I think this will be cool. The previous weapon set with the Splat Bombs and the Big Bubbler was very cool, very entertaining, very powerful, very strong weapon. This is definitely more offensive while still having that basic 4-shot, and I'm interested to see how it works. I already felt like you could definitely be a Slayer with this weapon. A lot of people think the Junior is more of a skirmisher weapon, and that's true, a skirmisher support kind of weapon. Definitely not a Slayer. But with Torpedo doing extra splash damage and seeking out your enemies, and a Wave Breaker making them have to move, I could definitely see this being your offensive Junior, and I'm really stoked to try this as someone who has always tried to force this weapon to be offensive. We've already seen this already, blah, blah, blah. Seen this too. This is our big run phenomena. I'm excited about this. Again, December 11th is going to be our first big run, looking at everything else. And I think there's one more weapon, or am I wrong? There's one more weapon. Yep, there we go. One more weapon, and that is the Tech Splatter Shot with Splat Bombs and Triple Ink Strike. I actually am really excited about this. I love the Splatter Shot. We all know it's a 3-shot. It's one of the weapons I main, and I've always said to myself, man, I love suction bombs, but I wish this gun had splat bombs, and now we're getting it again. We've gotten it before, we're getting it one more time. Now, this interests me because I want to see how I feel about Ink Strike. I think that this is going to be a great kit for splat zones, a great kit for tower control, a great kit for honestly anything. And between the sub and the special, this could genuinely be my new main. I think this is a lot of fun, right up my alley. I don't think you're going to get as many kills as you will with a Trizuka with this thing, but it will definitely clear a fucking point, and it will make people move. And when you have Splat Bombs and one of the best shooters in the game, if you make them move, you can seek them out and for sure give it a try to kill them. But I'm excited. This weapon looks very cool. I think this weapon, in my opinion, kind of wins. And I'm really stoked to try these new Nouveau Dapples. But these are all your weapons. There's one or two more things I wanted to show before I stop today. I know I've been going for a long time. But here is your first piece of information. These are patch comparisons side by side, so you can see exactly what everything else does here. This is a video from 8-Bit Fusion. Shout out to 8-Bit Fusion. Thank you so much for getting this together. Showing pretty much everything that you can do with the new weapons. You can see Angle Shooter has changed here quite a bit. Main weapon changes too. SPLATOON Viper has changed. You can see that right there in the video. These are all things we've discussed, but on your left is the old. On your right is the new. We are back. Sorry, I had to make a fucking cut. I apologize about that. But that's pretty much everything I want to show. That's about 40 minutes of jam-packed crispiness. These are all of your more serious, in-depth looks at Splatoon Season 1 or 2. I'm not really sure what to call this. Comment down below what you would call this. Is Chill Season Season 1 or Season 2? And also comment below what you think your favorite weapon is going to be this new season of Splatoon. Very excited for S-Rank. Today we covered pretty much everything that's in-depth, nitty-gritty ballistics. And if you haven't seen something covered by me, it is probably because there's a video coming where there's already a video on it. If you guys didn't know, we've already done an analysis video for Splatoon Season 1, but this was the more in-depth version. That is going to be it for me. I am very excited for this new weapon you see flashing on your screen. I'll be back at it later today with Undertale Episode 1, but of course, you know, we do have to do a teeny weeny smidgy widgy of editing, and then this will hit the presses. I love you all. I appreciate y'all. I am live 4 days out of the week on twitch.tv/sleepygoddamnriri at 7 p.m. CST. And I will see you back here, well, when this video uploads. And then again, when Undertale episode. Don't forget to subscribe. Hit the funny like button. Because, well, you know, please, right? And I will see you guys on the next video. Goodbye.